All right, so check this out. Sergio brought me this set of sheds that he found. Did your wife found them or you found them?
I found them.
Oh, okay. I thought you said this morning. Good night. So we're going to score this set. You guys guess what you think that set's gonna score. He's got another busted extra on that one right there. Little piece missing. Inline extra and hook cheater on that side, but the mass, try to get your hand around the base on that. It's just, you can't get around the pedicle. So we're going to score it. Tell me what you think he's going to score. All right, this antler right here scored 70 and an eighth. Is that what I said? 70 and an eighth. That one with the extra scores 90 and 4/8. And then if you hold him up the way he looks natural and looks good, he's 23 inside, which puts him at 192 and like 4/8. What a cool buck. Thanks for bringing him by, man. I think sweet. Hey, welcome. So, it's Friday morning. I left the house about 4 o'clock this morning. I got an invite last night. I was sitting at home trying to decide where to shed hunt this weekend. And I got an invite from somebody. And I was like, hey, if you're serious, I'll totally drive that way. And so he was. And so here I am. I'm actually heading into the hills here. I just left the truck 5 minutes ago. And I'm heading into the hills to try and get into the radio range of where he's supposed to be today. I'm a couple hours earlier than he's expecting me. But I'm hoping we'll have a good trip here. It's a pretty good drive. And I already got an antler right here. Right here. I think we got a brown already on the trip. Not a big one, but yeah. Brown fiver. Oh, that's a hard white. And there just must be dark out here. That's too... it's been rolled. Last year's, but still. Already on the board. Let's hope that's a good sign. This is new to me. Shed hunting in the ponderosas. I was just about to say, see how this is different, because in my area, the bulls are usually not in the ponderosas. So, turns out, an antler's an antler. So let's see, hopefully we'll have a good weekend. And thanks, Dre, for inviting me out. Hopefully I find you out here. Well, I was coming up to hit this ridge right here because I figured that's probably the ridge he would have walked down to get to where we were going to. But I'm thinking it must not be, because number 2, 30 minutes in, man. What is this one? Old. Chewed all the pieces up the spine there. There's number 2 though. Alright, from that peak over there, I swear that I saw an antler clear over here on this face where I'm at, where you got this grassy slope. But the more I glassed, the less convinced I was. But from some angles, it looked like an antler. From some angles, it did not. But I decided to see what it was, and it was an antler. That was a pretty far spot. Anyway, this rocky stuff is rough. I'm hoping, turn up the other side of this guy. Let me come over here and look at him again, pull him out of the rocks. Looks like a 5 probably. Yeah. From over there, I thought it was going to be a big antler because it was so far away, but just a decent 5er. Look around a little bit, see if I can't match him up. I see some more tines up here. I don't think it's my match to this one. Kind of an odd looking antler. What is that? Just a little raggy. Definitely not the match to that one. But another one for the pack. Starting to get a little bit of a pile. Just keep pushing through, looking for something big. Hey, I tell you what, these ponderosas where it's dark and shady, it's nice because it's hot. But you can have a heck of a time spotting antlers in this. Unless you really got your game on. That one tine caught the sun and stopped me long enough to see that that's an antler. Let's see what we got. I'm pretty close to the truck. I'll probably stop and drop off my antlers. Still haven't ever met up yet, so I'm not sure how things are going on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got another 5-point here. That might be the match to the first one I picked up this morning. Looks like last year's antler. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the match, same age. Number 5 for the day. Nothing big yet, but at least we're in the antlers. It is Saturday morning.
Around town?
No, it looks like a wide. I haven't got to it yet, but it's a decent one. I'll let you know I got an antler here. We've been hiking
Nice.
45 minutes maybe. Trying to hit some different country. A little lower. If you noticed yesterday, almost everything we found was smaller. So we wanted to get a little bit lower maybe. And anyway, let's see this one. That is just another 5. But there we go. That's a good start to the day for not having hiked too far. We'll add that one. The jackrabbits out here are big enough to give you a decent ride. I wonder if they could pack antlers. Right there. So I just got to the top of this. I've been side hilling, and I kept thinking I was going to get into an antler on this side hill because it's nice and open, elk sign everywhere. When I didn't, I decided, well, if they aren't dropping them on the slope, it's a side-by-side set. Dude, it's a set, one laying on top of the other. Let me show you what I can see.
That's awesome.
One on top of the other. Anyway, I was like, well, if they ain't dropping them on the slope, they got to be dropping them on the top of this. So, I mean, as soon as I got to the top, I turned and looked over my shoulder and I could see this. Check this out. Here we go. Here's how we start out in the morning. A little one on top of the other. Busted, not a big one, but busted third, busted second. Just another small set, but they're one on top of the other. Raghorn. Oops. Well, there we go. Let's hopefully get into some big stuff. They can't all be small. I mean, they got big bulls on this mountain, right? Somewhere out here, there's some big bulls. Let's look for them. Well, I keep running into boot tracks and roads and four-wheeler tracks. I'm trying to decide the best way to go. But that didn't stop this one from getting missed. Dang. Can't get into anything with any size, though. Another hard white. Yeah, hard white. think I've ever seen so many raghorns. I'm trying to find a path where I can stay away from roads and get into some more remote country, so hopefully get into, I think I'm going to drop into some lower country, at least where I'm from. When you're into these, it's because you're too high, and the bigger bulls have dropped before they've got this high in elevation, so that's what my plan is. Alright, so we're way up there on that hill. See a tree with a crooked base right there in the center. Just to the right of that tree, you can just make out an antler laying there. Looks like it may be a little better than these raggies we've been picking up. Let's go see what that is. It's been about, probably been 3 hours at least since I found the last antler. I actually bumped into Dre. We haven't been able to have radio contact in the last couple hours, but he hadn't found anything yet, so I'm hoping he got into some. I dropped into this low country thinking I'd get into some bigger antlers, but although there was just as much sign as everywhere else, I found 0 antlers. So came back into the timber. Some antlers are better than no antlers, so sure enough, as soon as I got back into the timber, I glassed this one up across this canyon. Let's see, maybe we can find one on the way there too. I'll let you know. Well, just right after I turned off the camera, looked right here in front of me. We got, what is that one? What is that one? Stay with me. Is it possible we finally have a brown? And is that the match to the one that's across the canyon from here? It's kind of light, but what do you think? Brown? Brown, brown, brown? I think it's a brown. I think we got a brown, and I bet you that one up there's the match, because they're about the same. This one's got a busted fourth. Busted fourth, or busted main beam. Yeah, busted main beam. But we got a brownie. Maybe a set. There we go. It's about time. Dang, busted main beam. But that other one is right up here someplace. Kind of lost track of it now, but we should be within 50 yards of it. So we'll see what this one matches it up. Good grief. So picked up that antler there, glassed at this one from across there, and I've been crisscrossing this hill trying to find the antler that I spotted so easily from that side, because it was hitting the sun and it's laying right out here on this bank, and it was harder than it should have been, but I think I got it now. I haven't decided. I don't think it's the match. It's not the match. I don't know why this one was so hard to see from here. Looks like this one's a hard white 5. Unless we got 2 antlers on this slope. But there, no, there's the crooked trunk tree. So that's the antler we spotted. That means this one should have a match, and that brownie right there should have a match. Let's see if we can't turn it up. You guys, what is it? What is it? You know the streak I've been on, so you know what I'm about to walk up to here. I just found those 2 antlers, and this ridgetop has the most sign of any place I've been out here. Just droppings, tracks, everything plastered. And I got another freaking giant deadhead right here. Dang it. That's the 7th one this year. In the last video I said 5, but that's actually, I forgot one from a couple weeks earlier than that. So that was number 6. This is number 7. Let me show them to you. Oh. And I don't, dang it, hard white, big bull. Why haven't we been able to find them Them sheds. Oh man. Oh, seriously, I'm sick of finding deadheads. That's another dandy. Nothing broken on him. Oh. Well, that's proof that there's big bulls in here. And I have been finding pretty good numbers of antlers. I think Dre finally found 2 so far. Why couldn't I find those sheds? I would have loved to gone home with that set of sheds. But it is what it is. I guess you can just call me the Grim Reaper. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get up on some. I got the rest of the afternoon, a little bit of time tomorrow probably before I head back. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Click subscribe. That way you just get notifications when my videos come out. I appreciate everybody that comes along with me on these adventures that I have on the video. It makes it fun for me to know that you guys are following along and that you enjoy it. I love your comments, and please hit the like button. Let's see if we can't find some more that are not attached to a dadgum skull. Hey, here we go. Mr. Zayden Tate, happy birthday. I got a shed for you right here. Gotta give a shout out to Zayden and Linky. Oh, that's a brown 3-point. How about that? Let's see. Yeah, no doubt. A little, starting to bleach a little bit, but I didn't realize it was brown. There we go. Happy birthday, buddy. Way too different on him, but yeah, very similar. All right, we're showing. Well, show off the ones that you found. That one's pretty cool.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
That's a cool.
Got a dropper first on him. Yeah, I think that's the biggest bull that we found. Pretty cool. And then you got that hard white.
Yeah. This one, he's just, man, I don't know what that is. That was just trying to make a bad day better, but yeah, this ain't bad. I mean, for a minute,
there you go.
Get a cool little 10 off of him. Maybe make a little gas money.
There's my little pile there. So we had a good couple days. Hopefully tomorrow morning. Now all we're lacking is a big set. And maybe a few more browns.
Well, let me see. Where's that little set at? Here?
Right there. Out there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's another set. Wait. No, that's not. There is a set in there.
Wait. No. There we go. There we go.
So that was the first antler I picked up, and the second and the last antler from yesterday. That ended up being a set, and then I had that little set from today. So we matched a few up. All right, last morning, last chance before I got to head back out. I'm just side hilling out here, looking. This is all new, this method of shed hunting. Just the terrain, where the elk are at, where they're dropping, slightly different than where I do most of my shed hunting. So it's a learning curve that your instincts work pretty much for whatever. But I wasn't in any sign further up the ridge, and as soon as I got out into a little bit rockier spot where I'd noticed that if there was anything consistent about what I'm finding out here is that the elk seem to like the rocky spots, because the rocky spots actually tend to have the best feed and the best grass. But I finally, this morning, spot something down there in the bottom of the wash. Do you see that? Definitely a shed. Let's see here. What do we have there? I'm trying to, of course, spot the other side before I get to it. But that looks like it's probably washed down there in that little washed out area. And it's been there for a little while. Yep. All right, well, we'll take that and keep going. All right, I have to do a shout out to Mr. Zayden Tate, who's having a birthday today. I thought this was pretty cool. We saw some antlers. We were driving someplace. Stopped to check them out real quick. A couple pretty cool sets right there. Let's look at the price tags here. $10 for that little 3-point. $7 for a Chalky 2. $65 for a teeny elk shed. Are you guys getting those sort of prices for your antlers?